to Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
Welcome to Real Estate Live with the Real Estate Guys, Aaron and Jacob Taylor.
We're keeping it real, we're keeping it current, and we're keeping it fun.
Las Vegas' #1 real estate show.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE, the real estate guy.
What's up, Las Vegas? Jacob Taylor here and Aaron Taylor here, your real estate guys. Thanks for tuning in today. We got some good stuff in store for you. And we got a special guest, of course. You've heard him before with me over the last few months. Bart Sloan, say hello.
Hello, Las Vegas.
Hey, Bart, who was your best hire ever?
Well, it was the real estate guy, of course.
You hired me 31 years ago.
Yeah, 31 years ago, and we still look pretty good.
You hired me at a group interview. I remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
it was a group interview.
You crushed it.
It was great.
Best hire ever.
Was it your first interview for a home builder?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Got hired. Didn't even have a license yet.
I even waited for the license.
He did. I kept failing it. Hey, we got some good stuff for you today. We're going to talk about a couple communities. So if you guys want to, stay tuned. We're going to talk about Sky Canyon, master plan out in the Northwest. And then we're going to talk about the villages at Tule Springs out in the Northwest.
Yeah, the most affordable new homes right now, I think, in the valley.
Yeah, a beautiful area.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really cool. We got to have that. Probably start the second segment. We're going to just get right into those. First segment, as of now, let's thank our sponsors. Can I start off with Chris Sullivan?
Sure. Start off with Chris.
There he is.
The beautiful one and only.
Chris Sullivan.
We love you, Chris.
Best real estate attorney in Las Vegas. Hey, it doesn't matter. You're going to win. Just hire him. You're going to win.
50-50 case or even a 40-60
You're
case.
going to win.
You immediately change the odds in your favor by hiring Chris.
Sometimes he just sends a letter and you won.
Yep.
Right.
Or a phone call.
Or a phone
Quick
call,
phone call.
And if you're not going to win, he's going to tell you, hey, you're going to pay me a lot of money and you're not going to win, so just don't do it. So he'll let you know. Robert Loftus is a new sponsor of ours. He's the attorney that does all our LLCs and trust.
Okay.
He's a trust attorney. He's really good at what he does. We love him. So anybody out there listening, if you need a trust, a will, anything like that, if you don't have one.
Probably a probate, too, if you needed it, right?
Probate,
Yeah.
Yep. You better call now. I know most people that listen to us are older, so
More distinguished.
yeah, if you don't have one, you better
if
get
you don't
one.
have a trust, get it taken care of. Don't put your family through the mess of probate.
No.
Right. And look, if you have a house, you have some assets, you have no one to leave it to. There's people out there like that. We'll pay for the trust. Just make me the beneficiary. I'll take care of it for you. Leave it to somebody who can enjoy the money, right?
Yeah.
Actually, we'll donate it to our charity, which
The
we're going to talk
one-on-one,
about a little later, too. Just
Yeah,
one for
even
one.
if you don't have any heirs, if there's something that's dear to you in life, or I've seen people
Like me.
I've seen people trust their properties to their cats, their dogs, their pets to a charity.
Actually, I have a
Whatever you want.
granddaughter named Rain. So cute. I saw her videos today. Oh, my gosh, she's so cute.
She's having some eggs.
Was
today.
she eating eggs?
Yeah, it was her first time.
Oh, she was all over
It was
it.
her
huh?
first time actually eating something.
She liked it. She chewed
Yeah,
it.
she liked eggs.
People food?
Yeah, we tried giving her strawberries and pineapples. She likes chewing on celery for the teeth. But she had some eggs this morning, and she was hyped.
And you have a German Shepherd. You got to lay off the German Shepherd because, he's hovering around because he's hoping she's going to drop something.
Yes.
I mean, she's going to drop something. So, let Zara do her thing.
She'll clean up after.
Yeah, she'll clean up. So, Robert Loftus, Chris Sullivan, Fidelity National Title.
And Neo Home Loans.
Neo Home Loans, and
cheers.
Grape Street Cafe. I was there 3 times this week.
Nice.
Dude, I met so many people there. I really felt, they all laughed at me. They're like, you're a hit and miss. We don't see you for a month or two, and then you're here every day.
Yep.
But I had some good meetings there at Grape Street Cafe.
You must have took OJ's slot there.
I must have. The best meal I have is I get an angel hair pasta and some lemon cream sauce with some tomatoes and lobster.
That
Nice.
sounds good.
It's really healthy and good. Feels healthy.
Chicken parm is top.
Yeah, chicken parm is good. So, any stories? Any crazy stories this week you can
I
think
got
of?
no crazy stories, but I got some interesting ones for you.
Go ahead, fire one up.
So we've been working with Jennifer and Jonathan all week, showing them houses, trying to get them a house to buy. And there's a property on the market for 190 days. And, they weren't they didn't have that fire under their butt yet, they weren't super motivated. Well, then they find the house they like, they really want it. And they're not fully done with Sheila yet, getting the prequal. They still have 2 more steps. So they're they're looking, but they're not ready to jump.
Right.
Well,
Until
then
they saw that house.
Then they saw this house, and they haven't. I showed it to Jonathan in the morning because the wife is a teacher, so she's working. Then she rushes over to see it in the afternoon, and I call the agent because I'm trying to get info earlier. I try calling again. They call me back as she gets to the house to see it. Oh, sorry, we just accepted an offer.
What?
We're throwing it under contract. I'm like, thanks.
Did you put it back up?
I told her we would, but I don't think they're going to. They found another one.
I got a good story.
Yeah, go for it.
So, and you know this one, Aaron, because this is one of the ways we help people, right? We do what's right. So I get a call a couple weeks ago. The seller wants to sell us the house, and we would love to have bought it, right?
You tried not to.
Right. So it wasn't in the seller's best interest. He had some health issues, and that's why he wanted to sell it right away. And I said, just give us a little bit of time. Let us put it on the market, which we did.
But before you go further, what happened was he literally sold it to us for one price. Bart did everything he could to talk him out of it, but he goes, dude, I'm dying in 5 days. So, what are you going to do at that point, right? Well, then his son gets involved and comes out and thinks, he's coming out to fire us, right? To fire Bart because he's
all the
like,
siblings
you
are
guys are
talking
taking
back
advantage of him, blah, blah, blah. And that's all they see, right?
Right.
So Bart meets with the son and the father and the family again. And once Bart gives him the presentation and says what we told Dad, and Dad said, well, yeah, I told him I was dying in 5 days, then they loved you.
Yeah.
And not only did they love him, they hired him.
Right. I like the quote you said at the office the other day. You said the son, it was the consensus among the siblings, the son was coming out to fire you.
Yeah.
And he said the son had to tell you by the end of it, the siblings are going to be mad because I'm hiring you.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But the end of the story, which is the best part, is we got them $80,000 more than they were going to sell it to us for, than he was going to sell it to us for. So, and that was the whole intent for us, right?
Right.
Is to get them the highest amount. So, we love those stories.
And that's why we
Found an
haven't.
investor that can
That's
do
why
different
our flips are so down right now. Is we're getting really good at convincing people and giving them other options, giving them a cash advance or whatever we have to do to say, look, if you put it on the market, there's going to be 18,000 real estate agents going to look at this house, and 1,000 investors. You're just going to get more.
Right. Some
than
investor
one
could
person.
put a different spin on it, or they have a different highest and best use for the property, right?
Right.
Maybe their highest and best use isn't flipping it or renting it. Maybe
they're
they're
gonna keep
holding it. Maybe they just need a place for extra family. Maybe they're going to short-term rent it somehow, split up the bedrooms.
I
so
would
they
say
can justify paying for more.
if they want to close in 2 weeks, I would say, put it on the market for 5 days, and if we get nothing, then we'll buy it.
Yeah.
But at least throw it on the market so all the sites can see it and everybody knows that house is up there. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get right into the villages of Tule Springs because that excites me, Bart. I know you know a lot about that. We really know Tule Springs because we sold new homes in that area when we were young pups. I saw a picture of us today, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, I was going because I'm packing, right? And I saw some pictures of us in Watt Homes with Paul Wynn and Mark Bowman. They're both dead now, right?
Well, Mark is.
Paul's not.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Paul died too.
He's just dead to you.
No.
Or you're dead to him.
I'm dead to him, probably. That's just wrong. All right. Anyways, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a
The
minute.
real estate guy.
You knew Paul wasn't dead.
I know. He's such
You're dead to me. That's
He's dead to me. He's such a. You know what? It serves him right. He's selling in a new home community in North Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Like what we did 30 years
He
ago.
might be out of Tule Springs. I don't know.
Yeah, it serves him right.
Yeah.
For being just a dick. Mark Danaburski's getting to be a dick again.
Is he?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, what's going on?
It's just the shit he does. There's no reason for it. I caught him in a lie. It's like,
The one we talked about the other day?
with Adriana and Marco Polo? Yeah.
Why?
Like I get a call Like Adriana's on Marco Polo, right? I don't give a shit. There's agents on our Marco Polo that aren't on our team. I don't care.
All right.
Janessa calls, hey, is Adriana on Marco Polo? I look, I go, no, she's not there. I go, well, if she was there, I wouldn't care. Like, not a big deal. Well, then I talked to Adriana like a couple days later. And she goes, hey, I was deleted from Marco Polo. I got notified a couple days ago, but I just noticed it. I go, she goes, why did you delete me? I go, well, you're not on the team. What's it matter? She goes, I know, but I just thought it was kind of like, why? So I called Mark. Hey, Mark, did you delete anybody from Marco Polo? He goes, no, I wouldn't even know how to do that. Well, clearly, if you go to Marco Polo, the only way you would know if she's on there or not is if she was watching a video when you're posting it, right?
Okay.
She doesn't watch videos when she posts because she doesn't want no one to see it.
I mean, you can just see the group.
So if you go to the group, though, so Mark would have to do this, and then he would see everybody. So what do you mean? He can't say he doesn't know how to do it. How would he know if she's on there or not? Then you just hit it and go remove. I mean, if anybody can do it.
Okay.
So he said, oh, I wouldn't even know how to do that. Well, then how did you know she was on the Marco Polo if you didn't go like that? Like, how would he know? So, I mean, it's just like...
Wait, so you confirmed he deleted her?
No, he lied.
I don't think he did. I don't think you know how.
Yeah.
No, he had to know how.
I
Because
think
how
Janessa
would he
did.
know
I
that she
think
was on it?
Janessa would have done it already.
No, Janessa swore to me she did it.
Okay.
Janessa don't give a shit. Here's the thing why he did it. How would he know that she was even on it? How would he know? You
So
wouldn't
she's
know.
in the group. Yeah, she's in the group.
Right, you would have to go like this.
Okay, that's so easy.
Right, but he said he wouldn't even know how to do it. So if he saw her on
I
there...
saw her on there, but how do you delete?
Well, I looked an hour later, it was gone. You just hit it and go remove.
Okay.
So when I looked an hour later, I go, she's not even on here. Well, if he saw it and she wasn't on there, who took it off?
Okay, well, why does it matter? Why the hell is she in there anyway?
Well, because she's been there for a year.
Well, she shouldn't be.
Well, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
Well,
Dominic was
his
on
point
there.
was that
The point I'm making is it's my fucking company. If I want to put, Sylvester Stallone on there, I put Sylvester Stallone. Like, I hate, he's just lying. Anyways. Hey. My decisions, my life. I'm the king.
Sure.
No, anyway. Jacob, would you be the king already for kid? Come on. Please?
so we can play more golf.
No, man. Shoot. Oh, before we get started in the villages of Tule Springs, I do want to talk a little bit about our Just One for One nonprofit that we have started. I hired the attorney already. The 501(c) is we'll have that next week. Super excited about it. Every single person I talked to about this charity, Just One for One, has said yes. Ivan Shear was very excited about it.
Well, talk about what the Just One project is.
Basically, you're given $1 for every house you sell.
But what is it? What do they do? The Just One.
Oh, so the Just One project is in town here. They have a grocery store, and they give groceries to senior citizens, people that need it. They can go to the grocery store and shop, teenagers, children, and they feed thousands of people a week, like thousands of people. They got trucks, like 50 employees. They deliver groceries everywhere. They're incredible. So they're called the Just One Project. So I came up with Just One for One, met with them. They're super excited about it. We have so many companies that are giving $1 a paycheck. Who wouldn't give $1? It's $1.
Or in our case, $1 a closing, right?
Yeah, $1 a closing.
You wouldn't even.
I have
miss
people that own companies that want me to go talk to all their staff about just taking $1 out of their paycheck. Everybody will say yes. So it's a brilliant idea. We're really excited about it. We're hitting it full speed right now, and it's going to be very successful. So there it is, Just for One for One, charity of the real estate guy. Okay, Bart, the villages at Tule Springs, tell us about it.
Well, so
Villages at Tule Springs, you're going to love it.
So you mentioned it that when you and I started out, we started out at Elkhorn Springs, right? There was nothing out there. This was 30 years ago.
I remember Ann Road was out in the boondocks.
Yeah.
And then it was a dirt road. And then past Ann Road, you saw about 20 palm trees.
Right.
You just saw these palm trees out there.
And then signs, because where does everybody come from in a new home community?
Signs. They see the signs,
Yeah.
right.
So we've seen that. So when the 215, got up in that area, North Las Vegas, so the 215 from 95 and then going east, out to Losey Road and 5th Street out in that area. That's all exploded now with beautiful
There's
master.
another spaghetti bowl out there.
Yeah.
There's so many freeways
Yeah.
connecting.
So I think they started it maybe 2018 on the right off of 5th Street. They started on the south side of the 215, and now it's on the north side, the north side of 215 and Losey. So between 5th and Losey, that it's a huge master plan called Tule Springs, or Villages at Tule Springs, and there's 1,200 acres. Okay, there's going to be several parks, all new shopping, a ton of amenities, new schools. And what I love about it, because we do a lot of new home sales, right? Mm-hmm. And so, and you and I and Aaron, we've sold all over the city, this last year even, and it's hard to find. It's almost impossible to find, even at Cadence now, new homes in the 300s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe a condo if you like.
Well, townhomes now in the 400s, right? So there's actually new homes. D.R. Horton has new homes in the 300s in Tule, in this Villages at Tule Springs. Yeah.
Wow, $399.9.
Well, yeah. Like
Price starts at 3 and ends at 4.
It better be $399.9.
Hey, you remember it was $89.9 at our 2-bedroom?
Yeah. Briar Hill.
Yeah, so I think that's great. I remember, 10 years ago when the mayor of North Las Vegas was really promoting what he's going to do in that area, and he's doing it. There's a lot of good things going on there. So there'll be about 8,600 homes when it's all done. Nice. And so
how many builders do you know?
Well, there's let's see, KB Homes is out there, Lennar is out there, Tri-Point Homes is out there, Party Homes is out there, and D.R. Horton. So what's that? Five builders out there. Yeah.
It's only 12 miles from downtown, about 16 miles from the Strip.
Yep.
And they're going to have commercial spaces.
Oh, the other thing
churches.
too is bordering. So the north side of the property is bordering
Sheep Mountain.
Yeah, and the Tule Springs Reserve, which I think is 12,000 acres.
That's got to be pretty big, because that's
expanding further.
Yeah,
right?
and they're going to have tons of walking paths, trails, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, bike trails. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that.
So it says here that the Villages at Tule Springs, a top-tier master plan community in North Las Vegas, sets a standard for modern urban living and community development. With its thoughtfully designed infrastructure, cutting-edge amenities, and a vibrant focus on community engagement, it stands out as a cornerstone in shaping the North Las Vegas landscape. God, my nose is itching like crazy, that coughing. Oh.
Yeah, do you remember back in the day when if it was a North Las Vegas...
you wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah, it was like a stigma.
Got it.
Yeah, now...
I think that kind of still remains.
No, I don't think so anymore, honestly. Yeah, and this will definitely erase what's ever left, I think, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of land out there. It's a little more inexpensive. It's more affordable.
Yeah.
You can buy a house below the median sales price in the whole city.
And it's changing. I think the more, how do I say it, the more like country vibe of it that was previously there is slowly kind of fading and moving out even further.
For sure. Well, back in the day, there was the pig farm.
Right, there's a lot more.
By the way, there's
animals, a lot more farms.
Yeah,
and
there's still Gilcrease orchards out there,
right.
which is actually a cool thing too, because you could do the farm to table experience,
right?
In that community right around there.
Definitely a little more unique out in North.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
got a bunch of horse stables and a bunch of people.
I got a story about the pig
land.
farm. You want to hear it?
Yeah,
sure.
Got a story. So, I've had 2 1-star reviews in Google over my career, 2. One of them was a house that I listed as a short sale, and it was literally a stone throw away from the pig farm. Like you could stand on his porch and throw a rock in the pig farm.
Nice.
Now, you can only imagine the smell.
Probably not the best.
The smell was horrendous. It was so bad. I remember this guy so well because when I came over to see him to do the listing, he was busy at work, and he asked me to come back in 10 minutes. I was like, what? Okay. That was weird, right? He had a beer in his hand. Asked me to come back in 10 minutes. So I went to the liquor store, got a 6-pack, and came back. I said, hey, I brought a 6-pack. He goes, oh, shoot, come on in. Pretty smart, right?
Nice.
So, listed the house. He complained every week that no one was buying his house. Now, mind you, back in the day when we were doing short sales, this house was worth $200.
Right.
In the peak, it was worth $450 or $5.
Okay.
So we had it at $200. It was worth $200. I had it all the way down to $120.
Wow.
Nobody would buy it. No.
I wonder why.
And I kept telling the investors, we got to give this house away. The stench was so bad. And this guy said, you're not marketing it correctly. You're not. I go, well, show me a house on this block that's sold. There's not one. Nobody, you can't give it away. It was so bad. Jeez. So he was it was on the market a year. In the short sale days when everybody was buying everything. Cheap, no one wanted that one. So he got online, man. He gave us a bad review, and I had to respond to it professionally as best as I could and say, dude, you live across from a pig farm, and it smells. I mean, you have to tell the truth, right?
Yeah.
He didn't mention it in his complaint in our 1-star review. He didn't say.
He lived 30 feet from a pig farm.
It was pretty bad. So anyways, that's my pig farm story. They did move the pig farm, by the way.
Okay.
Right, Bart?
Yes.
They moved it out to Apex.
Yeah.
And they built on the pig farm.
They did.
They had to remove like 10 feet of soil because there was 10 feet of pig poop.
Nice.
They had to get rid of.
Nice.
Probably good gardens in the back of those houses.
Oh, yeah, it's growing. Everything's growing there. Yeah. So that's the pig farm. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about Sky Canyon Master Plan. That's beautiful. Now, that's a little more northwest, like Centennial Hills. I really like it. Been there a couple times. Great clubhouse. Just beautiful amenities. And you're like a stone throw away from Mount Charleston. So if you like Mount Charleston, you like to go skiing, you like to go hiking at Cathedral Rock, Mary Jane Falls, all those places, I'm not even exaggerating. You're 15 minutes from there.
A little cooler there in the summertime, too, in that area.
I would say several degrees.
Yeah.
Because your elevation, you're over 3,000 feet up there, I think. And there's communities that if you take the Mount Charleston turnoff, the first one,
there's community there.
There's
now.
community.
Yeah.
And I remember when we sold new homes, we used to tell people that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And sure enough, that house they bought at $89,000.
We were right again.
That's $400,000 now. We were right, Bart.
Yeah.
Right?
Right again.
And we'll be right again. If you just buy a house, property, and you wait 40 years, you're going to make a lot of money.
So you remember when I lived up in Mount Charleston and there's no gas station?
Right.
Until miles, Now there's going to be a gas station right there at that.
Right there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty good stuff, JT.
I think it'll be a pretty sought-after thing to live in Mount Charleston down the road as Vegas gets overcrowded.
Well, the values have went up quite a bit. There's not much of a selection. I think you'd be, actually better off to just buy a lot and build your own place.
Right, I was going to say, there's probably going to be a lot of more buildings.
Yeah, there's just not much up there.
And what isn't the nicest, right? There's a lot of older stuff.
Yeah, it's older. I would love to see like D.R. Horton or a builder go up there and build a Mount Charleston resort community.
Blue Heron go up there.
Oh, that would be incredible, right?
Yeah.
All right, we come back. We're going to talk about Sky Canyon Master Plan, and then we're going to talk about the housing numbers, which is really no big surprise right now. So we'll be back. Bart, thanks for joining us. See you back.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Cut him off after like 2 minutes of Tule Springs and jumped into stories.
Well, I was waiting for him to keep it. That's why I started reading, because after he said how many houses in the land or whatever, he's kind of like,
Well, you cut
there was
off,
a pause.
You jumped into a story.
What else would you say about Tule Springs that you didn't say?
No, that was everything.
That's not much.
Are they selling them out there right now?
We have 2 more segments. Do you want me to jump into Spanish Trails too?
Now let's talk about Tule Springs again. How do people, if they want, we got to give them our number if they want to buy them. We have
Well, let's talk about Sky Canyon, and then tell them if they are interested in Sky Canyon, Tule Springs, or any other.
Do we have new home communities on our website? I think we do, right? You can look at builders.
I don't know.
I think we do.
know you were trying to set it up.
If we don't, we
it ever
should.
got done.
Yeah.
And I bought all these lights for my garage. I got to change all the fluorescent lights in the garage. Then Abel, that was going to do my floor, I told you.
So
Dude.
is he still gonna do it or?
Yeah, but a week later, I had it scheduled for the 27th.
Yeah.
The movers coming on the 30th. It'll be dry. The painters were there painting it, doing the drywall. It's all clean, ready to go for him to do the floors. Now it's like, where do I put my stuff? I don't know. I can't move the movers off. I got to be out of there. I can't move it in my storage. It's not enough room. I have to read so much. I'm just going to still move it in the garage. And when Abel does the floor, I'm going to say, move it. Move it in the house. Something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, he is doing it for like $800 or $900 just for just the materials
Yeah.
because he wanted to practice.
Yeah. Well, that's worth a little inconvenience for sure.
Yeah, yeah, because it's about a $3,000 job, $4,000.
Yeah, probably in that big garage. I got a referral from Rob Montoya.
Oh yeah, he loves new homes, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, it's his thing.
His lambish.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of an easy gig, right?
If
so
you like being
in a certain place every day.
yeah, I don't like to be confined.
Yeah.
It's like,
I didn't realize. Well, even in my old job, I wasn't confined. I was out every day.
yeah, you were out.
Yeah.
But your agents were.
Right. They were.
I couldn't do that now. I'd be like, feel like I would be in a cage.
That's why I had a hard time retaining general real estate agents that wanted to sell new homes.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Right.
They're used to being
And
out.
I would say in the interview, clarify with them, you got to be one place, blah, blah, blah. They say, no problem.
So a lot of people don't know Jacob Taylor, but I started my career selling new home sales for 4 years, 4 or 5 years. 5 years, and Bart hired me. And then I worked for a few other builders, and they brought me back with another builder to close out communities. So I really know new homes. And then Bart was vice president of D.R. Horton in New Mexico. So he really knows. I mean, we know new homes. So if you guys are interested in a new home, we know every community, 702-310-6683. That's the thing about when you do a live radio show. There's no like, oh, can you
cut,
rewind
rewind
that?
it.
Cut it because I was going, 702. Stop. Bring it back. 702-310-6683. 702-310.
Move.
Move. Move up, move out, move on. Move. Just move.
Move.
We don't care. Let's go. Let's move with the real estate guys. Hey, just move with the real estate guys. Call 702-310-MOVE. I got to have AI help us out with a couple slogans, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, the Tule Springs, they're selling out there. It's hot. They're going. Guys, take representation with you because we know new homes. Don't walk in there by yourself.
You're just going to save money.
Yeah, they're going to pay us. You're not going to pay us. It doesn't affect you at all, but we're going to.
And we might help you out. Take us along.
Yeah.
Might save you quite a few bucks.
Yeah.
I'm talking thousands
of bucks. For sure we can.
Out-of-pocket cost, off the purchase price, maybe some extra incentives because we know the right questions to ask. But we've got you covered. You want the real estate guys accompanying
You even know the questions just from listening to me, right?
Well, I've done a bunch of new builds at this
You have, huh?
I have. I've done a good 20 or 30 new builds over my 6 years.
Wow. Do you know Bart was selling new homes when you were like in
He wasn't
heaven?
he was
You were in heaven.
You were hired for new builds before I was born. You were too.
I was, you were in heaven.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's talk about
Sky Canyon.
for the podcast. Hey, you want to know about Sky Canyon Master Plan? Sky Canyon is a beautiful master plan, just 15 minutes from Mount Charleston, 3,000 elevation, community pools, clubhouses, spas. I mean, they have a coffee shop. I love their coffee shop. It's great. So we're going to have Bart Sloan. Boom. Go, Bart. Tell us about Sky Canyon.
All right. It's approximately 1,000 acres. It'll be about 6,500 homes when it's built out. It started about the same time as Tule Springs, about 2018. Yeah. And the builders out there are Lennar, Toll Brothers, of course, nice product, right? And we just sold a resale out there. It was only a year old.
Nice. Awesome.
It was a Lennar multi-gen.
Okay.
So they have multi-gen homes out there, which are pretty cool, right? And it's got
The Smiths is great. It's the biggest Smiths
the
store.
marketplace, Smith's Marketplace. Yeah,
It's a great store.
It's like you could get lost in there.
Nice.
It's like a Sam's Club.
Yeah,
kind of, you
the
know?
wine section. They have every type of wine you can think of. I
Yeah.
love it.
So the Sky Canyon Park's 15 acres.
That's a huge part.
And they have they have sports complexes.
Oh, yeah.
They've got pickleball, which is pretty hot right
the
now,
new
right?
thing, yeah.
Bike trails. They've got a fitness center. It's about a little over 9,000 square foot fitness center.
Wow, that's awesome.
So pretty nice, and it's all part of the amenities. So if you live in Sky Canyon, you get
Part of that master plan HOA fee.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So it's a great place to. The homes out there a little bit more expensive than Tule Springs,
Right.
obviously, but
It's an up and coming area.
yeah, up and coming
They're
area.
like
And
Henderson competitors.
yeah, and like Aaron said, and I do think so. I've sold a few homes in Sky Canyon,
Uh-huh.
and pretty much everyone I sold to were outdoorsy.
Right.
Yeah. They like to they're bike enthusiasts, they're hikers. They go up to Mount Charleston a lot,
Right.
skiers,
Yeah, because you're right there.
Yeah. So it's designed like that. It's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
like
it's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
And if you're okay not being directly in the city, it's a good maybe 20 minutes to downtown, maybe 25 to
Yeah,
the
30
Strip.
minutes to the airport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
30 minutes to the airport. I mean, you're still close enough to where it's not going to be a hassle getting places.
If you're from California, that's about half of what your commute was when you lived in California.
Right.
Anywhere you go in L.A., San Diego, San Francisco.
it'd be an easy drive compared to those.
Yeah, very
I mean,
easy.
either way, though, you have everything you need within 5-10 minutes out there with how much
Oh
new,
yeah, everything's out there.
how much new things they've
Yeah.
built. And
If you're
amenities.
in fact, the couple that I sold out there were work from home.
Okay.
Like, so if you work from home,
yeah, definitely.
perfect area. And we grew up when Summerlin, right, was new,
Right.
And so forever it was like Summerlin. Honestly, for the amenities out in Sky Canyon, I don't know why you spend.
Oh yeah, the extra 200,000 on the same home in
Right.
Summerlin.
Yeah,
for,
it doesn't
It's
make
older, no
yeah.
amenities included.
Yeah. So when I get out of state buyers, especially,
Yeah.
and all they know when they're out of state is Summerlin and Henderson. That's what they hear, right? And I always tell them, I said, if we just go a little further out, Sky Canyon, even Providence,
Right.
You get the same feel, same amenities.
Here's an
pretty
example
much,
of prices. Just to give you an example.
Yeah.
So probably, I'm guessing, but I'm going to be pretty close. Out at the Tule Springs, new community, you say you can buy a house for $400,000, right? It says it's in the threes. Let's just call it 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many square feet are you going to get?
At Tule Springs,
What do you think you're going to get?
you're going to get about 1,600 square feet.
Okay, so let's say 1,600 square feet, 400,000. Now you go to Sky Canyon, you're going to get about 1,600 square feet,
For 450.
450 to 5, right? Okay. I'm listing a house in Summerlin, an older home, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,100 square feet for 440.
Right. And you'll get it.
Oh yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah.
That's market value.
Exactly.
That's wild, right?
Well, even in Inspirata, I sold a brand new KB home. It was around 1,100 and something square feet in Inspirata a year ago, so it's gone up. Okay, for 415.
Right.
Yeah, it was a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's definitely a great place. I like the whole northwestish area in general. Anything north of Sun City, Summerlin, you start getting more affordable, right?
Yeah.
Like my area, Desert Shores, even to where Royal Brook is, right? You get more towards the Providence area. You get a lot more affordability out there. And then all those new builds off of Wallapai and 215 right there as well. All those Beezer, DR, whatnot. Those are great.
I'm starting to like the district
In Green
because
Valley.
the house I'm going to is just right down the street from Green Valley Parkway.
Right.
Go a half a mile and there it is, right?
Yeah.
I've been going out to dinner there, hanging out there.
Well, it's
I
like
kind of like Henderson.
Yeah, the district reminds me a lot of the Summerlin. What's the place?
Downtown Summerlin.
Downtown Summerlin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like it because it's all new to me. It's like a new start for me. It's like everything's new.
My
It's
only
cool.
problem, since I spent a lot of time in Henderson area during high school when I was playing volleyball out there every day, so I'd spend 2-3 hours out in Henderson before I went to practice, and I just don't like how crowded it is. Like especially Eastern.
Well, Eastern is
very
crowded.
good, yeah.
even
For
the
sure.
district area. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, at least in Summerlin, like it's almost like you're paying to have a little bit of exclusivity. It's like it's a little bit less crowded in most of the amenities and areas, whereas Green Valley area, the district area in general, like you're not getting anything quickly. You're waiting in line
No, but
for everything you do.
everything you need is on Eastern.
It is, but you're not
Like
getting it quickly.
Eastern from 215
Might be
up to
5
Anthem, whatever you need, it's
Might
right
be
there.
half a mile away, but it's still going to take 10 minutes.
My favorite taco place is
Oh, yeah, it's right there on
Taco
Eastern.
Taco. Yeah, I love that place.
It is a great place.
Yeah, we went to 8 o'clock this morning. I took Elmer, our cabinet guy, for breakfast.
Where?
Mariana's, the new one. in
Oh, that's right. I
Henderson.
saw your video.
Chorizo and eggs,
Yeah.
rice and beans. Their rice and beans at Mariana's is like second to
It
none.
is good.
It's pretty darn good.
Those tacos that you turned me on to years ago, the potato ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
Potatoes,
Yeah.
Those are good, yeah.
Yeah, then I went to the Flip House. Check on that. Oh, so much to do still. It just stresses
Is
me
your
out.
landscaping done?
It's getting there. The artificial turf's not in yet, but the grass is there. I mean, a lot of the rocks are there. A lot
How
of
about
the
your pool?
trees. Pool's not done. Yeah, that's what I mean. It just stresses me out. It's like there's so much to do, and it's like, and then when there's no workers there, I'm like, what's going on? Like, where's the landscapers? Where are the pool guys? Well, we're on other jobs. Well, finish this job first, right?
So you want another good story?
Right. Tell us another good story,
Okay.
and then we're going to take a break in 3 minutes.
So speaking of pools and what we do for people, so we listed a house that the pool was in terrible condition. It needed to be replastered. So Uncle Aaron paid. We got a good price, by the way, from our pool contractor to plaster the pool. So they did it in 3 days, and it's got water in it now. And
So the seller didn't pay for it. We paid for it. They'll reimburse us.
Correct.
That's part of our cash advance.
yeah, the things that we do.
Right, to make the house more marketable.
Well, yeah, exactly. So a pool's important, right?
Extremely.
Yeah. So an empty pool that looks crappy would maybe be worth $15,000 or $20,000 less.
I would say after price and square footage, pool's like the most popular criteria.
Most
If
important.
people want a pool, they click on it, look at pools.
So we're going to put it on the market Tuesday, and I bet you that if you want to bet, $100.
I'll bet you $100.
Okay.
Well, let me see what I'm betting first.
We'll have it sold within 7 days.
Nah, I'm not going to bet you.
No, don't bet me.
Because I know that people I ain't going to do
I
it.
wouldn't take it anyway.
I give you
I'd
$100
probably
bucks.
take a dinner or something. And you would do that anyway.
I would just go to your house for dinner.
There you go.
Yeah, TL's been cooking me some meals as of late. Pretty good.
Well, I got one more story for you since we got 2 more minutes.
Okay.
And this is kind of an update. I told you about this story, I think, 2 weeks ago. So I had a client that they had a nice townhome out near Boulder Highway. It was cute. It's original, though, so it was clean, but it needed some updating. We were originally going to list for $245,000. But the sellers really liked the idea of our program of fixing the place up first, and so I said, we'll redo the carpet, redo the floors, put new appliances in here, maybe just paint the cabinets, and just clean everything up. We'll probably be able to get $270,000, $280,000 for it, right? I said, and they're like, how much would it cost? I'm like, maybe $10,000, $15,000, right? It's a small place. We put $13,000 in, and when it was all said and done, with everything, basically gutted the place and listed it for $285,000, sold it in 1 day.
Nice.
Yeah.
1 day.
That's what we do.
Boy.
40,000
These are the
more.
things, though. We
That's
talk about
what
this.
we do. That's what it's all about. Like they say on
40,000
the
Even
AGT.
Even I was shocked.
That's what it's all about.
Just happened to work out. The one under the other property, the like-for-like property, went under contract a week before they were listed at $285,000, and I thought ours was close to it. But these buyers missed out on that one, so they sent an offer as soon as it went live.
Yeah.
They didn't even see it yet. They're like, we've seen everything in that complex.
By the way, these are the things, these stories are what we talk about a lot, that there's certain things that other companies or agents just can't do.
Absolutely.
They don't have the skill sets or they don't have the finances to do these things. We have.
Well, it's risky too.
Yeah,
it's
they're
risky
just the
too.
resources
Yeah,
in general.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a money tree behind our office. That's what makes it easy. We just go and pluck $10,000, and give it to
Well,
somebody.
it was really windy a couple weeks ago, and I think all the money blew off the tree.
Oh, probably did. Sue said it's pretty low right now, huh? All right, let's take a break. 702-310-6683. 702-310-MOVE. Get a hold of the real estate guys. Buying a house, selling a house, property management, commercial, land. We do it all. When we come back, we're going to talk about the housing numbers.
I got some stats for you guys.
See where that's at, and then we'll wrap it up. So thanks for listening to Real Estate Live.
The Real Estate Guy.
Getting the desk there.
I don't feel like I'm into it today, like last week. I'm
I know
tired.
you were energized last week.
I was pumped up.
Energy is different.
Right
for sure.
now, I'm like, I'm for
Go out
moving.
last night?
No,
Where are you moving to?
no, I didn't go out at all. Oh no, I did actually, but I was home at like 8:30. I went out to dinner with James Martin, and then the main investor that owns Spirit Peppermint Hippo,
Right.
and he also owns Cheetahs. And you know, Cheetahs, they changed the name. It's a Latina strip club now. Did you hear about that? They really wanted me to go. I said, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I go, I'm useless the next day. Like I won't leave. Like you'll have to carry me out. So James texted me at 4 a.m. when he got back, told me all about it. Got on the phone with him. But yeah, I was home early. I got up at 4 and I couldn't go to sleep. Once he texted me and woke me up, I was up.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Thanks.
Is that the old lady's house?
Yeah, I just forgot to post it.
Tell me about this house.
You know, just want to show you.
What do you think about?
It's a
Who is
cute
it,
place.
Whoopi
We listed
Goldberg?
it.
What about Whoopi Goldberg? Anything?
Yeah,
Your
we
opinion
listed it.
changes?
I know,
there?
man. I have no opinion about Whoopi right now. She's still an ass.
Multiple offers on that.
We should. It should go quick. They wanted the sale in 30 days, so I said that needs to be the price we go.
Yeah, you didn't sell that one.
Yeah, it needs some work on the inside.
Yeah, but
His dad passed away, and
It's got a lot of potential.
oh yeah,
I like those.
they were a nice place. They were nice people too. They interviewed us and one other realtor, but I think where I won it was I went over her house after the listing appointment at the office, and I brought her cake and hung out for an hour, and that's where I got all the stuff, all the TRR. I got all the BS, you know, the whole family drama, the dad's history.
So I'm doing paperwork on one right now, and how I got them from going with somebody else is the practice closed.
Practice goes
Yeah.
nice.
By the time I was halfway through the practice close,
I'm going to take some mushrooms
they
tonight.
said, we don't
Some
need to talk to
mushrooms?
anybody else.
Yeah.
What kind
kind
of
of
I tried
mushrooms?
so I was,
Real,
that was
like,
what I was going to do
psilocybin?
because
Like,
I could tell they weren't
little
gonna sign
legit
the first day at
mushrooms.
the office.
Right.
Magic
John was
mushroom
just
type?
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
practice closed."
Wow.
A friend of mine gave
But
me
then
some. It's going to take a little bit
I
of fucking
caught
veg
on.
out.
So their dad passed away like 2 days before.
Hey,
and
man.
they just
Do you take them
jumped
often?
into things.
It's natural.
Accumulating data.
Good for you.
So at
haven't
that
did it
point, I
in
let her know, man, I'm
forever.
not going to ask for
I thought you said
paperwork
never did
discussion or
it.
anything. I understand
Be a
where
little bit
they're
different
starting,
experience
and
tonight.
Yeah.
I feel like that helped me in that situation because they were so new. They were like, they didn't know where to go yet. Like, they just need to start gathering info.
Let's go.
Like the
you.
friend who looks at you.
Let's do it. Bring us back. I got to tell you this. This is super important.
What?
First, I want to start off and say Whoopi Goldberg is an idiot.
We knew that.
What'd
Okay.
you do this time?
Because you asked me, I didn't talk about Whoopi. What did she do? What does she always do? She opens her mouth is what she did.
Oh,
Like, stay out of politics. Go back. Make Sister Act 3.
Yeah.
I loved you in Sister Act 1 and 2. Whoopi, you come out with Sister Act 3, I'm buying it. I'm sitting in the front row. Because I love you in that movie.
we want the 90s Whoopi back.
Right, but you can't go back as the nun. You have to go as, like, the mother now because you're older. You know, like
Mother Teresa.
You have to come back as, like, whatever you call them, the head nun.
Yeah.
You have to come in and be an imposter and be the head nun. And
Yeah, there is a name for that. I don't.
yeah, maybe start like, I don't know, a landscape company or something, whatever you're going to do. So, but I wanted to say this is important. Our number again, 702-310-6683, 702-310-MOVE. I had a client recently. this is what we do, guys. If you're looking for a new home and you own a house, right? My client didn't have any money for the earnest deposit or for the upgrades they wanted. So we stepped in and gave it to them. We'll get it back when their house sells. So you don't need any money to buy a new home if you own a house. We'll take care of you. We'll help you and go from there. That's pretty good, right?
Nobody does that.
Nobody does that. Who's going to do that?
Even Ivan.
Ivan ain't doing it.
The few that
Josh ain't doing it.
Corporations
Steve
that
Hawks
do
ain't doing it.
charge
Anthony
money
Knight's
points.
not doing
Steve
it.
Hawks is definitely not doing
They're
it.
not doing it. Maybe they're going to get. Like, I'm going to get a text from somebody going, "Man, you're talking smack about me on the radio." No, I'm not. I'm just saying you don't do cash advance. Don't get all bitter and get your butt hurt. You know, don't do it. Relax. Calm down. It's okay.
They're still our friends.
Oh, I love them. I love them all. Actually, they're all my friends. They're really cool.
All right, why don't you guys?
But I'll take their client.
All right.
If you're thinking about going with my friends to a new home community, go with a real estate guy. Forget those guys. They're ugly. All right.
All right,
stop.
we got
Enough.
houses of the week.
Go ahead.
Houses of the week. All right. Am I taking them?
Go ahead.
Yep.
Take them.
All right,
I don't have glasses, so I.
Fair enough. You can't see. So, but you should take the first one just because it's yours right now.
I don't
you
have my
could
glasses.
Speak, you could speak more about it. Well, it's LaRonda. Tell us about
Already
LaRonda.
did. We put it on the market.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So he talked
We
about
got
that
him an extra
briefly.
80,000. Sold it. Got 14 offers.
You guys
and
accepted that
3
offer?
Yes.
All right. That's good. Then we're done.
Done
And-
with LaRonda.
All right.
Help me,
Well,
LaRonda.
that's exactly what I think.
2050 West Warm Springs. This here is built in 1996. It
Sounds
is
like
a
a condo.
condo.
I know the address.
It's a condo, and guess the price. It is. Wait, I'll tell
How many
you.
square feet?
1,300 square feet. 1,356.
Garage or no garage?
Garage. Yes, garage.
One or two?
Why can't I find that?
It's right there where it says garage.
Yeah, I know. It just says garage parking. I don't
Okay,
see
no
it.
garage yet.
I'm gonna guess 320.
3 bedroom or 2 bath? 3 bedroom or 2 bedroom?
3 bedroom, 2 bath.
Okay, you're way off, Bart.
Am I?
379.
You're closer, yeah. 400.
Yeah.
okay.
400.
Man, you're locked in a
But
time zone.
This is where it really stinks, though. Guess what the HOA payment is?
It's going to sell at 379. Unfortunately, HOA is probably about 350.
No, 445.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that
Zinger.
sucks.
That's, well, we're selling Dr. Ellion's house, a condo that we didn't sell him. By the way, he bought 2 from us, and then, I don't know, some client of his convinced him, because he's doing a 1030 exchange, to use him for this place. He overpaid. He bought in Red Bluffs off of Vegas and Rampart.
Oh, yeah.
The HOA is close to 400, and he overpaid by 50,000. It was her listing.
Ooh.
Of course, it wasn't selling. He felt like he got a good deal. Now, it's not renting because we're trying to rent it to give him some kind of a cap rate because of what he paid for it. And now he says, "Can you just sell it for me?" I'm like, he goes, "I don't want to lose any money." I go, "You might want to call her then, because you're going to lose some money."
Yikes.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, anyways, I still can't find how many garages it is. You look at that. Tell me. I don't see it anywhere.
I have no
I
glasses,
know it's a one-car at least.
but I have looked at these a lot, and it does say, son, well, this is a 2-car garage, this one.
It has to be.
Should be
yeah,
for
it's a
400.
2-car garage.
Oh, where does it say that at?
Right there, garage, 2.
Oh, I'm blind.
416 feet attached.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
Oh,
I'm
so
blind.
this is a great buy. I know where this is at. A 2-car garage. It's more like a townhouse than a condo, but yeah, anything like that with a 2-car garage under 400 townhouse type, they're going to sell.
I got a good thing to elaborate on real quick because I bet most people don't know this, and I could tell by watching media. What's the difference between a condo and a townhome?
So a townhouse usually, more than likely, has land
Right.
attached, and a condo doesn't.
You
Condo, you're sharing space.
And you only own the air space in
Right.
the condo,
A
right?
townhouse, you own the building and
Right.
everything
So
around.
usually at the condos, the HOA takes care of the roofs, takes care of the front of the place.
Right.
Any landscaping involved. Where it's a townhome, you may be responsible for some landscape.
Yeah, sometimes you have a
Maybe
little yard
you're
with
gonna usually be
townhouses, a
responsible
courtyard.
for your own roof, stuff like that, right?
I like townhouses better.
You own more, or you own more of the building when you own the townhome, right? You
Right.
have more ownership.
Condos, you just own space.
You just own space, yeah. All right, last one before I jump into these market stats because we only got a few minutes
Oh,
left.
do that one fast. I want to hear about the market.
2100 Desert Woods Drive. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,130 square foot, 2-car garage.
House?
Single family.
Where at? I'm going to tell you the price.
Built in 1999. This is in Sun City McDonald Ranch. Age restricted.
Oh, shoot. So that's probably $440.
$350.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's pretty good price. Who
That's
listed
going
that
to sell
one?
really fast.
Who listed this
The
one?
McDonald Ranch up there?
I don't know. I don't see. Oh, Mark D.
Oh, that's a really good price.
Yeah.
It's only been on the market, well, obviously, if it's a house we're talking about, really recent, right?
The days off market's printed off at the end, so I don't know.
But it's probably real new.
Yep, probably.
All right, well, good property.
Awesome.
Hey, that one will sell from our radio show because everybody's
Age
our
group.
age. Everybody's our age.
The right age group.
We could live there.
We could.
I ain't living with those old farts. What do you think?
No, I don't see you there.
All right. Well, anyway, before he loses
Sorry, guys,
his
I'm just
business,
kidding.
I'm going to go over the market
joking.
stats.
Let's
Total
go.
inventory. Last week we were at
7,100 last
We were at about 7,200.
Where are we at today?
7,164.
All right, good.
Single family.
We're
5150.
51.
5150.
All right, so we're same. It's the same. That's a good sign.
What do you think about sales in the last 30 days?
Well, it's been a couple thousand, like for the last 30 days. For like the last 3, 4, 5 months.
It's been under a couple thousand.
Yeah, I would say 18 something.
1766 total sales the last 30 days. Single family, we're looking at 1408. So not like we're really seeing the last half of the holidays in those
Right.
numbers.
Kinda,
There's
yeah.
Nothing,
So,
right?
Yeah.
I bet you of those 1,400 single family sales, the last 20 days there was 1,300 of them.
Did you hear what Trump said about the rates?
What do you say?
They're going down.
Well, he was sitting there, and the reporter said, "Mr. Trump, are the rates going to go lower? Do you have any control over the Fed to drop the rates, Mr. Trump, President Trump?" And he looked at him, he goes, "Yes." Like, yes. I have some. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Got some influence there.
Oh, he's got some influence.
He
He's like,
does.
yes, I'm going to. Anything else, Jacob, before we get out of here?
No, that's really it. I
Median
just want
sales
to update
price?
you guys on the prices. I don't have the updated median sales
Probably the
price,
same.
but
Sure
it's
it's the
probably
same.
only a few thousand off last time we spoke. I think that the next, from here on out, really once we see the next 30 days play out, we'll really see where the market's going for the year in general. But like we're already suggesting, we think it's going to go up.
I think
Quite a
so.
bit.
I don't think so. I know so. Call the real estate guys, everybody. 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE. Bart, thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Bart.
Love having you.
Always-
Old guy
always
with
a
new
pleasure.
tricks. Jacob, as usual, you're a stud, kid.
Thanks.
26 years old. Start coming to the office earlier, will you?
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you
Bye,
next
everybody.
week, and fly, Eagles, fly.
Real estate guy.